Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. It is Thursday, July the 23rd. Alright guys, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this month. So I hope you guys are doing well so far. I'm going to jump right into it and see what you guys need to know with this Prism Oracle deck, okay, and what the energy could be like for some of you, okay? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for July 23rd? What is it that they need to know for July the 23rd, please and thank you? And what clarity and confirmation can you give them about certain situations and dynamics that they're dealing with, but they also have divine, I guess, clarification about those situations? What can you tell the collective at this time, please, when it comes to this energy? What does the collective need to know about the energy for July 23rd, please? Thank you. This card has been coming out so many times. Stop. Okay, stop. There is somebody that this message is trying to get a hold of. And like I said, this is a collective reading, and I'm not going to sit here and be like, if this message says this, it's for you. No. If you feel connected to the message, you feel connected to the message, okay? But there's something about stopping something. Now, this could be stopping progress. This could be pausing. This could be going, you know, into intermission where it's like you're literally isolating yourself from everybody. But there's something about signs, okay? You could have, a stop sign could be significant. Maybe where you live, there is something about a stop sign, and for whatever reason, the stop sign is missing or like it's gone. So there's something about that where it's like you could have stopped certain patterns, stopped certain things, people, places, and things. Okay, you could have stopped certain behaviors, okay, or you could have stopped caring. Whatever it is, stop is very significant, okay? It's like the universe is telling you to like, wait, hold on. Okay, like chill out for a second, right? Like, we got this. Don't put your hands on anything. Don't touch nothing. It's almost like, you know, when you go to like a store and you see a little kid, or say you have a kid, for example, but you do see one or you have one, and it's like the little kid is like this, touching everything, and the parents like, stop, don't do that. That's the energy that I'm feeling like the universe is like with the collective. Somebody wants you to stop doing something. Now, for some of you guys, this could be about your path and your journey. Somebody may not like the fact that you speak your truth, and they want you to stop speaking your truth. I don't know why I just got that, but that's the energy that I'm picking up. Let's see what else shows up though. But there's something that you stopped doing, okay? Or Spirit is telling you to stop, okay? We have pain. You stopped dealing with people's pains and problems and burdens. I'm telling you, this has been the message for the last few days, okay, guys? And I'm not saying that to be like, ugh. I'm saying that like, no, this is confirmation, okay? It's like if that message did not click before, it's clicking now, okay? Whatever this energy is when it comes to burdens and pain and dealing with, you know, turmoil and whatever the case is, somebody is trying to make you feel pain. Okay, and you stopped dealing with whoever this is, and it's like whatever energy and projection they were trying to put on towards you because you stopped dealing with them, it's coming back to them. Okay, it's like whatever you do to people, it always comes back 10 times worse. Okay, so whatever this is, okay, Saturn energy is very significant, but whatever pain people trying to put you through, or whatever pain that you finally healed from, whether you're not 100% healed, you still got through that, and you still moved forward, and you still were able to, like, you know, persevere. Basically, there's something about that energy going back to that person. So you ever heard about like return to sender? Basically, that's the energy that I'm picking up. It's like somebody's energy is being returned back to them because you stopped doing certain things for somebody, or you stopped caring, or you just stopped wanting to be involved in certain people's energies. Okay, yeah, we have surrender. So you surrender to the situation, okay? Whether this is you surrendering to spirit, the universe, divine, surrendering to things that no longer, you know, you have control of, okay? Surrendering control is significant. There's something about you surrendering and letting go, because it's like, it's almost like people are purposely, and I don't know who this may resonate with, obviously, because I'm just speaking based on the energy, but it's almost like some people could be in situations where it's like people are purposely trying to put you in painful scenarios or put pain in your energy because they're going through something, okay? 444 on the timer, but you're protected, okay? It's like you're trying to build a structure or build some type of stability within yourself, and it's like people see that growth within you, or they see that, and it's like people trying to bring back old old energy into your energy, and you're just like, you know, like people just wanting you to like react, or, you know, yeah, death card, okay? Because you surrendered, and you surrendered, you went through change, you went through transformation, you went through rebirth, okay? That's significant too. There's something about this energy, like I said, where it's really shady, okay? It's really petty, it's really old, it's getting old, it's redundant, okay? Where it's like people saying the same things over and over again, people repeating the same cycles over and over again, and it's like, when will people actually learn and understand that when you keep going through a cycle, and I'm not talking about the collective, I'm talking about people around the collective, it's like you removed yourself from these people, places, and things, and it's almost like people are starting to see that, oh wow, so I guess I'm the problem, and it's like, no, duh, okay? When you have a guilty conscience, you will always think all kinds of things, okay? And with the death card here, there's something about releasing and going through transformation with the 8th house, okay? Secrets being revealed, okay? It's like things that are dead. It's like things are resurfacing, basically. Take whatever resonates with that, okay? Yeah, intuition. So you know, okay, your intuition is on point. Your intuition is significant. Whatever it is that you guys are stopping, you're listening to your intuition. You're following your gut. You're following your guidance. And that is why you're able to get away. When I say get away, I'm not talking about, you know, you getting away from something and it's just like he. I mean, like, basically missing the bullet, okay? It's almost like someone had a target on you, and it's almost like, say for example, you know, you normally drive your regular way. Say you're on the road, or you take a path, or you take a drive that you take, or a road that you take, or the bus that you take, whatever it is that you normally do in a routine. It's something about that routine where you're like, you know what, I'm not going to go this way today. I'm going to detour and go another way. Luckily, you did that, because you following your intuition and doing that, it's like you literally missed something. Something that was not meant for you was missed by you, because you followed your intuition and you said, you know what, I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to react the way that this person wants me to react. I'm not going to entertain this person's energy because they're clearly reaching. Okay? It's like someone trying to grasp, you know, for something, and it's just like you're not having it, you're not dealing with it. So yeah, your intuition is very much on point for whoever this resonates with, and you guys have been following your intuition for a very long time, whether this is like recently or for the last few months or year or whatever the case is. But your intuition has really gotten you out of certain situations when it comes to love. Okay, there's something about maybe you stopped giving your heart and soul and energy to people who don't deserve it, putting that energy basically back into yourself, okay, loving on yourself, and, you know, basically focusing on, you know, nurturing yourself and putting a lot of love and care into your own energy is significant. And you could have been dealing with somebody, like I said, where it's like these people thought that you were going to show them love and care and nurture them forever. And it's like, no, it's like, if I'm giving you something that I'm not receiving, and it's not like you're trying to give because you want something like money or material, like, no, you just want common decency and common respect. And I don't know why that's so hard for people to realize, like, oh yeah, I'm just going to start respecting you, and then you can disrespect me, and I'm just going to continue to allow it. It doesn't work like that, okay? That's why some people are left to be alone, okay? Yeah, we have disruption. It's like somebody could be trying to disrupt you nurturing and loving on yourself, okay? Even when it comes to like relationships or partnerships, you could have someone in your relationship that you and this person are like this, okay? Like whether it's a friendship or like, okay, whatever, if it could be a friendship or a romantic, or this could be like a family member. That's why I'm like trying to pick up. And it's almost like you could have a third party person, right? Because third party doesn't mean that, oh, this person's cheating. No, third party could just be like a step parent or a cousin or a sister or another person in the group, okay? And it's almost like you and another person have a bond that you guys share, or like a relationship. And I feel like you had to disconnect yourself from this relationship because this third party person, it's almost like they're trying to disrupt the energy, okay? Disrupt the energy. Another thing I'm picking up on is if you are in a dynamic where you're around a lot of people, someone trying to disrupt your peace, someone trying to disrupt your sanctuary, your peace, your tranquility with their drama and their, pettiness and their childish behavior. And you're picking up on this and you're not giving them what they want. So it's almost like a grown person having a tantrum, basically. Like, why doesn't this person talk to me? Why don't they love me? Why don't they care for me? Why? And the reason why is because this person who's an adult, who should act like an adult, is acting like they're like a little kid, okay? And even some kids have better common sense than whoever this energy is, okay? No offense, but there's something about this too where it's like whatever disruptions and distractions that people try to bring towards you, whether this is people gossiping, this is people trying to break, your energy with, say you want silence and peace in your home because, you listen to binary beats, you listen to frequencies and vibrations. Then you have this one person that's probably listening to music loud or, doing certain things on purpose because instead of taking care of themselves and focusing on themselves, it's like they would rather try to make you miserable because they're miserable. You know what I mean? So it's almost like the saying, misery loves company. I'm going to get one more card, but there is something about this, right? Yeah, comfort. Someone's trying to disrupt your comfort, okay? When it comes to disruptions, either someone's trying to disrupt your comfort or there's something about your comfort zone. Coming out of your comfort zone is significant. So if someone's trying to disrupt or bring unbalanced energy in your comfort area, like, your home or things that you find comfort in, it's almost like you're finding different ways to say, you know what, you can be petty all you want, but I'm going to go outside, or I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. I'm just going to leave the energy and let you have at it, because it's almost like when you leave the energy and you let them do whatever they want, it's so funny how these same people who do whatever they want, they complain about, oh my gosh, there's a ghost, or oh my gosh, there's an energy that's following me. And it's like, yeah, that's called your conscience. Okay, like, I'm not saying an energy's not following them. It could be that, but it's also your conscience. Like, you don't disrupt people's peace, especially if it's a working environment, a living environment. It doesn't matter where you are. If you are sharing a space with other people, it's just common sense to have respect for people's, their peace and their quiet. Not everybody's going to like the same things you like. So cool. You like to listen to music, use headphones. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, hello. And it's like people just purposely doing things because they want to disrupt your peace, because they see that you're at peace with yourself and the situation that you're in, whether you have a lot or not. Confirmation with the horn, and it's almost like people are literally in their feelings. So yeah, you could have someone that was trying to disrupt your peace and comfort, but you found a way. And I did see 444 on the timer, protection. So no matter what this person or energy or entity does, you're protected. You're very cautious, you're protected, okay? Abundance is very significant. It's like people are trying to mess with your abundance, your money, things that you have, what you've bought, maybe what you've basically built, okay, for some of you. And so take whatever resonates with that, okay? But there's definitely something about you being cautious at this time when it comes to dealing with certain people's energies and, protecting what you're building, right? Or protecting, like, basically what you have at this time, okay? But anyways, I'm going to end it here, okay, guys? But definitely take whatever resonates with you whenever you see this. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys wholeheartedly. And I hope to see you guys in the next reading or message, all right, guys? But I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Okay, guys? Love you guys so much. And I'll see you next time. All right, guys? Bye.